Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You got Bertha, Hurt, and Lanny, your favorite dividend investors out there in all of social media, guys. Bert's rocking the Browns orange right now, loving it, repping it. He's all in on the preseason, baby. This is our year, as we continue to say. But truth be told, is it time for these two high dividend yielding stocks that are producing well over a 7% dividend yield as of August 10th? Is it time to just buy them because are they just too low to ignore right now? And there's nowhere else for them to go but up?
Smash that subscribe button, everyone. Give this video a thumbs up. Holla at your boys. The Dividend Diplomats. Lenny, I know it's one game in the preseason. I'm going to tell you this. That Shador Sanders hype train has left the station, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
Bert's all
go.
in.
Um, Playing with the twos, the threes, but it doesn't matter. We're going here. So the question is the hype train going to leave the station on these two beaten down dividend stocks?
Well, let's find out, guys. Okay, we're talking about two 7% yielding stock. One is Pfizer, one is United Parcel Services, UPS. We're going to keep this hard hitting, fast, and sweet, guys, because one actually had a really solid earnings. One actually crushed and beat the hell out of the expectations of earnings, and that's Pfizer. UPS has continued to fall on tough times right now as their turnaround story, their cost cutting, their dropping Amazon has been happening. And the payout ratio is looking very scary, as we'll get into. And guys, when we look at these two stocks, we will put them through the DD, of course, the stock screener. PE ratio, which is focused on the valuation, payout ratio, which is focused on the safety of the dividend growth. Do these companies continue to grow that passive income? Because that's why you're a dividend investor. And then, of course, we're going to look at that sweet, sweet dividend yield, especially for these two stocks, because that is why they really have made this list today.
All right, let's kick this one off, Lanny. Let's go with that price to earnings ratio. Pfizer. Yeah, Pfizer. 24.58 earnings per share is 305. Price to earnings ratio. God, this is so low at 8. My God, Pfizer's got such a low PE ratio.
Yeah, 8 on the PE ratio, guys. But then let's get into that payout ratio. Right now, it's looking at about 56%. And even if earnings somehow gets chopped down to like, let's call it, even if it gets down to $2, if we just popped in a 2 here, there's still a 12 PE. Payout ratio is obviously very high at 86%, but they can still pay that dividend. And they're still slightly undervalued. Pretty interesting.
I'm nervous to do that same exercise with UPS here. Go
Yeah.
through it. All right. The 5-year dividend growth rate is 2.63%. And they've increased for 14 consecutive years. Don't expect very high growth for Pfizer right now. I'd say 2% is probably going to be the norm for Pfizer for a long, long time.
Yeah. Wow. Well, it's okay because you'll take it. Why? Because they have a 7% dividend yield, guys. Yes, you income investors out there, you need that passive income right now. Pfizer's there for you. You don't have to take the blue pill. That's with Viatris. Just buy Pfizer stock.
Yeah, I wonder how Viatris is doing. I don't think it's doing very
They
great.
had a great earnings, actually.
Did they? Is their stock
Yeah,
price below 10 still, or are they above?
still below 10, but I think they had a nice little pop.
All right.
You go to the next thing, and I'll tell you what that pop was.
All right, it's 970. Okay. So their price, while you're pulling that up, year-to-date price is down 7.64%, down 13% over the last year, and down 32% over the last 5 years for Pfizer.
Oh man, yeah, they had a nice 3.3% pop alone on Friday, and over the last 5 days, up 9%.
All right, that's the kind of pop that might get you on the ticket for a PLE for WWE, whether it's the
Yeah,
beginning of the
yeah.
show or the end.
I might have to look at my position because maybe I'll sell Viatris and move it into Pfizer.
Oh,
Oh, video
oh.
idea. Yes, guys. All right, so that's Pfizer, guys. Getting crushed over the last 5 years, down 31%, 140 billion, 7% dividend yield that is still payable from Pfizer stock. They are huge. They are a beast. But we have two 7% yielders. Bert, intro that second one. Hit the theme music.
UPS, yeah. All right,
All
we're
right.
talking UPS. That price is 86.67. Earnings per share is 661. Earning PE is 13.
OTC. OTC.
Oh, let's talk about that payout ratio.
Well, to get into the payout ratio, paying that huge $6.56 dividend, 99.24%. This is getting a little scary with UPS, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it is getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right,
You
that five.
know,
Yeah. Oh, you do.
just to talk about the earnings release,
Let's talk about it.
let's talk about it very quickly. Their diluted EPS, was $1.51, which is, again, that is the scary part. $1.51, they pay $1.64.
Mm.
So again, they're negative on the payout for the last quarter.
Let's talk dividend growth history. That 5-year dividend growth rate's 12.48%. 15 years increasing that dividend. Look, they're not going to hit 12% 5-year dividend growth rate. I think we're fighting to see if they're going to have any kind of dividend growth rate.
Yeah,
I think
that
we're
12, yeah, that 12.5% growth rate is definitely skewed during those huge increase years. Now we're scaling it
yeah.
back to like 1% increases, if any.
Yeah, I think we're fighting to see if this dividend is going to hold for UPS. I think that's the fight.
Management is expecting another 3.5 billion in expected expense reduction based on what they call their network reconfiguration and efficiency reimagined initiative. So
I can
they're
believe.
expecting again a 3.5 billion expense savings this year on this.
Well, hopefully they're reimagining a better dividend year, better dividend days for UPS.
Well, guys, so that's UPS, a 7.57% dividend yield, down 30% this year, losing half the value over the last 5 years, 74 billion in market cap.
Ooh.
We're shooting straight right now to all the investors and viewers out there. What are your thoughts?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought about buying 5 shares while it's at 86 and just.
I'm not gonna lie, I went all in.
But I guess it's a gamble, right? The gamble is the dividend cut priced in if there is going to be a dividend cut, because I think that's your tipping point. I threw it out on X, like, can UPS go any lower? And the answer is yes. If the market is thinking there's a dividend cut and there is one and it's already priced in, great. But if there's another round of bad news, they can't imagine 3.5 billion of cost savings. And instead they're imagining a dividend cut, Lanny. Who knows where UPS is going to go? It could be below 70. I don't know. I mean, I thought 5, but it's pure just speculation to lower cost basis. It would be no rhyme or reason and not be like, I know something about UPS.
I might have to look into the Viatris move. You know, um, you know, what are your thoughts on that?
No, that's a great. I was just laughing because it was like, yeah, we'll just ignore UPS now. Let's go to Viatris and Pfizer. Pfizer would be the one of these two, definitely. I agree. I think that's probably a better.
Again, I think, Pfizer, they're finally not they don't have to compare as much now to the COVID years because I think that, oh, look, the revenue's still down from prior. Well, no shit. Um, Pardon my language, kids. Uh, Now, UPS, it's interesting. You do it because you think that this is like an arbitrary play here. Maybe there's an acquisition. I don't know. I don't think there's that many players that you can do. I don't know if the DOJ would approve one. Something that we'll have to think about for the DD investment account. Maybe we do like a, 250 or $500 tranche purchase.
I mean,
We bought UNH.
why not, baby? Let's let it ride.
Let us know, guys, what you think of these two 7% yielders. As Bert's loving every minute of it, guys. Are you buying Pfizer or UPS? Do you think these two stocks have a chance to pop now and these 7% yielding days are over? Or do you think there's more pain to come down the line?
Yeah, but already everyone subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And Lanny, what do we need to tell the millions and millions of diplomatic out there?
Oh, guys, click and sign up for every referral link we have in the description below. Bert and I, we've been joking about like, yeah, nobody ever like signs up for any of the things that we actually use, make money on. So please check them out below. We have SoFi. We use Gemini to acquire Bitcoin. We use Fundrise for real estate. There's so many great sources. So if you want to help yourself on your financial freedom journey, click that. But guys, you're either with us or you're against us, Jack. That was Bert and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over.